Catherine Goshen, a professional astrologer from the village of Nyack in New York State, and I'm passionate about in-depth astrology and getting to the heart of the matter. Taurus, this is your 2021 forecast, and it's great if you are Taurus rising. Listen to your rising sign forecast first, then your sun sign, and finally your moon sign. When I do give dates in this forecast, please take a date or two on either side and include those, because depending on where your time zone is, that will affect, for example, when there are new or full moons and other such measurements. Now, Taurus, this is the year for you to harness your ambition and to move forward with your career advancement. The year, in fact, begins on December 21st, 2020, with the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction in Aquarius. And you are going to have these two planets traveling through your 10th solar house for most of 2021. And this is the place where you advance your profession and you get to push forward in terms of development for your own life at work. If you're not working, this can also take place in your public status. For some people, simply volunteering at a local community is what they do in this world, or being a mother and a wife. But on whatever front you are operating, astrology suggests that 2021 continues this incredible development that you began in 2019, in the spring of that year, with this sense that more is needed in your life. More self-development, more progression. You're wanting change, and this is quite unusual for you because we know that Taurus is an earth fixed sign, and change is often incremental and very slow for Taurus. And all of a sudden we have the planet Uranus entering your sign, where it will be until 2026, bringing enormous changes in several areas of your life. The coronavirus and the restrictions that are on and off throughout the world obviously take precedence over individual measurements in a chart. So if I do mention travel or work and your career or travel are affected by the pandemic, then please act accordingly and adjust. Astrology is never dogmatic. It's a spiritual science or an art which can be interpreted on whatever level you are living your chart. So understand that what I bring now are the potential energies for the year. And you decide how to manifest these and to make these work for you in your life. You are the one living your chart. You are the one bringing your particular astrology to life. For those of you born around April 29th to May 4th, this year is going to be particularly focused on bringing change into your life. There is a dual action of two forces working on you, and this can feel intense because what these planetary energies do is they are encouraging you to change and shift things up in your life. This doesn't happen instantaneously. as is the way sometimes with Uranus energy, because you also have the planet Saturn working on you simultaneously, and there's a third energy of Jupiter coming in. So you will feel this pressure to move forward. In particular, if you do have a career, you're going to want to take it to the next level. And while you may feel that there are certain forces at play that are holding you back in terms of your development, ultimately, the force that wants change and that wants you to break free of old, outdated ideas and constraints will be triumphant. For those of you with Moon in Taurus between around 6 to 11 degrees, you are going to be encouraged to break free from outdated emotional patterns which may have been holding you back for a long time. And this energy comes in to bring you a fresh supply of life, basically, seeing things in a new way, doing things in a new way, not relying on those patterns that you might have learned in the early home. So be open to this. 2021 continues a process which you are so ready for, Taurus. Now, Taurus, just a word about your ruling planet Venus. There is a misconception in modern astrology that Venus is related to all things that are passive and beautiful and lovely. And the truth is that in ancient Mesopotamia and Babylon, Venus was worshipped in a different form as a goddess, but not only the goddess of love, but also the goddess of war. In Babylon, she was called Ishtar, and she was a very active principle. And why I bring that today is for Taurus placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, there is a strong need to activate everything within you, because there can be a tendency with the fixed nature of Taurus to let things continue on as they are. And you will see this year that many forces are encouraging you to continuously activate. So rather than let those forces bring change about for you, the constructive way to use astrology is to become the initiator of change yourself. Think of Ishtar. Think of that goddess. She has an active energy that is watching over you. So the year really begins for you, Taurus, on January 6th, and you will have Mars moving into your first house, bringing you energy to focus on self and self-development. Simultaneously, you will have your ruling planet Venus also in an earth sign, and that will be in your 9th house, which is expansion on a global level, getting your message out there, higher learning, possibly travel. So use these first 2 or 3 weeks of the beginning of the year to really get going, take care of yourself, your self-image. These are all things that can be well managed at this time. February 1st to 20th, there will be a little bit of a slowdown at work energetically, because this is the solar house where the Mercury retrograde will take place for you. So don't be dismayed if there's some setbacks or some delays in February. It's completely normal. The best way to deal with it is to continue to work quietly on your own and not allow yourself to get caught up in pushing forward or forcing things to happen. After February 20th, Mercury will slowly pick up speed again, and you'll see that so will your projects and so will the things that you've been working on. From early March to the end of April, there will be a lot of activity available in your house of finances, money coming in, things that you own, and also the possibility to really, for once and for all, work on some self-worth concerns that might have been bothering you. Finances, if you are in a situation where your finances are entangled with someone else's, this is the time for you to sit down and sort things out. The very best time of all will be the first 3 weeks in March, because you will have your ruling planet simultaneously in your place of groups and friendships. So a very good time to sort out finances that are intertwined with friends, with groups, with organizations, things you might have put on hold in 2020 because it was just too much to take care of. That is your time for dealing with those things and paying off any outstanding debts if this is possible. Then for May and June, it's all about communication, writing, those people that you speak with on a daily basis and share ideas with. This will be your focus for this time. If you've been meaning to write that blog post or share something on social media, these are good months to put it out there. It's also the time that the sun is moving through your solar house. It's your birthday, and you have a beautiful new moon on May 11th. So make that a special time to set your intention for the year and figure out exactly what you will like to have achieved by your next birthday in 2022. From mid-June until the end of July will be a real time of activation and energy available for the home. If you have any renovations planned or an idea to beautify your home and make it more comfortable, this is fantastic because you will have both Mars and Venus dancing in that 4th house for you. So you want to take this time to rest a little bit in terms of the usual work that you do, and instead relax at home, make things beautiful, do those repairs that you would have maybe put on the back burner last year, and just enjoy time with family. It would be a wonderful time to visit aging parents and also to explore some of your roots. You know, we all come from somewhere, and we don't often get the opportunity to relax and go deep into a space where we wish to explore the past. And this is really the opportunity that is being given to you, Taurus, at this time. Then from August to mid-September, hobbies and health come together. And this is a good time to work on any finer points that you may have in your daily routine, things that have been kind of slapdash and getting in your way so as to prevent you from making progress or organizing your life. This is the time you will be helped to bring detail into your day. And it's also a wonderful opportunity if you are looking for romance. This would be the time to open yourself to that. because there are energies available. From September 14 to the beginning of November, we have an opportunity for you to take care of health. Any outstanding visits to the dentist, the doctor, routine care that you have avoided and that has been very difficult to do due to the coronavirus or the winter, now is your time to really put those to the forefront and see to it that you are running beautifully. You may also need to work things out with your staff at this time or people who work under you. And maybe there's someone that is caring for a person whom you love. If you have any discrepancies or disagreements with staff, this would be the time to raise them in a kind and respectful manner and hope for resolution. As we move into November, Taurus, you get this beautiful opportunity to focus on your long-term relationship and put some energy into it. If you are not in a relationship, what I'm seeing could be related to your business partner, or it could be related to how you put yourself out there in the world. On November 19th, those of you who have a late Taurus birthday or a late Taurus rising between 25 degrees of Taurus and 29 degrees of Taurus, there is a lunar eclipse which will take place at 27 degrees of Taurus. So this will be important for you if you fall into one of those categories. It could also be if you have your moon in those same degrees. So that will take place in your solar first house, and it will usually shake things up surrounding how you see yourself and how you put yourself out into the world. Make sure that you take a little time the day before on either side of that day to rest. Don't rush about. It's always a good time to recalibrate. And eclipses tend to affect the world or global events in a greater way than they affect individuals, unless, of course, you do have a planet or point in your chart. So the effects are not immediate. They can take up to 6 months to manifest. But I always like to suggest that we really lay low during an eclipse and allow the energies to work on us rather than rushing about and dispersing all the energies that are flooding in at this time. Mid-December finishes off the year for you, and there is a real shift of gears, Taurus. Firstly, there's a suggestion that it's time to wrap up joint finances and see to all those things that you began in February and March. Wrap them up. If things need to be clearer in terms of your financial commitments with others, sort them out then. And then from December 19, as the year glides to a close, take a holiday. Put your feet up and relax, or hopefully you have the opportunity to go somewhere. But your ruling planet will be turning retrograde at this time. And this allows you for the next few weeks to really unwind. It's an excellent time to take a vacation and not to try to keep on doing what you need to do at work. Consciously make that decision now. You've had a lot of warning, and I would love to see you relax and end the year on a beautiful note over the holiday season. So that's all I have for you today, Taurus. I'm wishing you a very prosperous, healthy, and happy 21. You have that ability to advance your career. It's your overarching energy for the year. All the other energies I spoke of are smaller potentials in relation to this ability to move forward. Let me know by posting below if you found this video helpful. Like and subscribe, and enjoy your other videos in this series. Until next time.